Hey you guys, Steve Whipple, that's me for WHIPFIT. We are going to do restorative yoga today, wall style. So in every modality or exercise or different types of classes, whatever, there are certain examples of what the ultimate version of that class can be. You know, whether it be weightlifting or cycling, CrossFit, you know, you always kind of have that one thing that defines that sport. And in restorative yoga, the ultimate restorative yoga pose can happen when you have a wall. So we're going to do that today. So the hardest part is finding a wall space. So walk around your house and clear out a space. You want it long enough so a yoga mat can come down and be on the floor, because that gives you an idea of your space where you want to be. And you need a flat wall surface that you can work off of, because you're literally, and I'm using it correctly, you're literally going to be on the wall. So once you got all that set up, I have some music ready to go. We're probably going to get visited by Isabel, our Great Dane, sporadically, because her toys are normally kept against this wall, and now they're right outside the door there. So don't be surprised if she's like, what in the hell? So let's do some restorative yoga, you guys. Shall we? So we're going to do 3 different positions. We're going to do standing, we're going to do sitting, and then we're going to do lying on the floor. So let's start with standing, okay? So plant your feet nice and flat on your mat. Ground yourself. And then lean right up against the wall, okay? Place your shoulder blades up against it. Like, get yourself as flat as you can against this wall. You'll feel your tailbone press in and your shoulder blades press in. You might even have a slight little curve to your back, so that's okay. Lift your chest up and then take your arms nice and flat as well. If you want to take your heels all the way back to the wall, you can, or they can be a little bit out in front of you, maybe a fist width distance away from the wall, and your heels, if you're concerned about balance. You can press your head right against the wall too. And now just close your eyes. So with your eyes closed and pressing flat against the wall, you just want to do those nice big inhales and exhales that we always do, okay? So nice big inhale, fill up your chest and lungs. And then nice deep exhale. In all yoga, it's okay to hear your breath. If you're in a class, it's part of the practice. It's okay to hear your neighbor's breath. They're doing their practice. So breathe as deeply as you want. It's okay. Don't be self-conscious. Nice big inhale. Lift up that chest. Exhale. Now, you can do 2 things on your exhale. You can keep your stomach contracted and hold it tight, or you can let it go and really press your stomach out and let all that air empty out. It's not very attractive, I'm not going to lie, but it's just you and me, so it's okay. Nice big inhale. Hold that breath for a second. Nice deep exhale. So this breath that we're doing is the breath that you want to try to keep throughout your whole practice. And I find that really hard to do. I lose my kind of ability to keep that breath going all the time, and it's okay. Make your exhale longer than your inhale. So inhale, exhale. Feel free to open your eyes if you want. And now, keeping your arms nice and flat, just bring your chin down to your chest. Head will come back up, look over to the right. You can even take your head, press it flat against the wall, chin going down toward that shoulder on the right, and then back over on the left. Back to the center. Lean off the wall just a little bit, drop your head back and look up. hands are still nice and flat. Back to flat. So you're going to feel that your arms are working, your back is working, your neck is working, your legs are working, because we do not normally stand perfectly straight like that and open. We normally tend to round it out a little bit, maybe even slouch a little. So you're doing work already just by staying right here nice and flat against the wall. So you're going to feel it, okay? Being a little tired or a little shaky is okay. So bring yourself off the wall again. Roll out your neck. Make it feel good. And then come all the way up off the wall and then give me some shoulder rolls. You can do one at a time. You can do both, forward and back. So if your heels are pressed against the wall, that's okay too. In fact, it's kind of nice. So throughout the whole practice, just think, how can you be on the wall, okay? Because, you know, that's the whole point. We're going to utilize it today as a tool, okay? So after you're done rolling out your shoulders, step your feet out a little bit now, because if they're flat against the wall, the gravity that we're going to define might make you just flop right over. Bring those arms up nice and tall and get those flat against the wall too. Head can come down. So right now, your back is probably curved out in the center. Theirs is. And then you can bring those arms down to cactus arms. And then out nice and wide. And then let them sweep down. Let's bring them back up, all the way up, nice and tall. Reach. Look up if it feels okay. Arms come down by your side. Cactus arms. All the way down. Let's just do one more. Bring them up, flat against the wall. Feel those fingers slide across the wall. Reach. Back down, cactus arms. And then all the way down. Beautiful. Nice big inhale as those arms come up straight again. Exhale as you fold. Keep your butt pressed into the wall. You might need to step out a step or two to get that counterbalance. Go for it. Keep folding. Nice straight legs. Trust me, you're gonna feel this one. Hi. How are you? You good? Yep, she's good. Drop your head. You want to join us? You want to do some yoga? Oh, I guess so. Perfect down dog. So drop your head, let your neck go, let your head be heavy, and then try to straighten those legs out again. You're really going to feel this in your hamstrings because you're kind of, what's the word I want? You're kind of hyperextending a little bit, but it's okay because you're pressing against the wall. The wall's got you, okay? So as you're pressing your feet and your legs straight, take your hands and now just press against the wall. Stretch your neck out, stretch your back out. Keep your butt against the wall. Arms can come straight. And then fold over. Drop your head again. Get those legs straight. Breathe. So right now, I will straight up tell you I'm feeling tightness in my hamstrings. That's where you want to inhale and exhale. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Your head will come up last, all the way up. Bring those arms up nice and tall. Staying nice and flat against your wall. Lean over to the right. I wish you could see she is directly in front of the yoga mat at this point, like where you kind of can't see. It's so adorable. Up nice and tall, over to the left. I know though if I go to move, she's gonna move. She's kind of notorious for that. Up nice and tall. Nice big exhale. As you reach toward the wall you're facing, keep folding, drop your head again, straight legs. Breathe. You can take your hands and press them flat on your knees, above your knees if you want to get those legs nice and straight. Fold it back over. I will tell you, my hamstrings are definitely more tight after not spinning as much as I usually do. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. Lift up one heel and then the other. Walk out your legs. I'm going to try to do this, but I know she's going to move. There she is. There she is. So that's what's happening right at the end of the yoga mat. Life is good. Life is so good. Hold on. I gotta put that up higher. I think that's about right. Is that right? Maybe now it's too high. There. Thanks, Iz. Alright, so you reached over to the right and to the left. Take those arms up nice and tall again. Exhale, fold over. Hands are going to come right above your knees now. Now, step your feet out if you need to. Give me a nice flat back and look forward. So your back is flat, okay? Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. You can have a bend in your knees. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. One more. Exhale, fold. Good. Bring those arms and your head up one more time. Nice and slow. Head comes up last. Good. Roll out your neck and shoulders. Back up nice and flat. Take that right arm out to the side. Pull it across. Intersect it with the left. Wiggle out those fingers and roll out those wrists. Switch it out. Left arm out to the side. Coming across. Intersect it with the right. Nice. Let that go. Lean that head over to the right. Shoulder blades are going to be nice and flat again. Sweep that chin across your chest, over to the left, and then lean. Back to the center. All right, so press your tailbone into the wall, step your feet a little bit in front of you, so again you can have that counterbalance. Right foot is going to stay nice and flat on the floor. Left knee is going to pull up to your chest. Lean right up against the wall. Good. Roll out that ankle. Point and flex those toes. Hands slide underneath, and then take that leg straight out. Now, if your straight out is down here, that's fine. Work on trying to get it up here. You can also grab a hold of that big toe if you want to do that, and take it out that way. Although you're going to fold a little bit. It's really hard to get your leg super straight that way, I'm not even going to lie. Then pull that knee into your chest, hold on to it, and then open it to the left. Get yourself right up against that wall. Breathe, good. So now let's do like tree, okay? Bring that foot above or below your knee. And then with your back, you can do the perfect tree that you've always wanted to do. Why don't we just do tree this way all the time? Those hands can come back down if you want. Open it up to the side. They can be at your heart. They can be above, whatever you like. Then bring that down. Step that foot down onto the ground. Walk it out a little bit if you want. Oh. Same thing on the other side. Plant that left foot. Sorry. Plant that left foot. Right knee is going to come up. Pull that knee into your chest. Roll out that ankle. Point and flex those toes. Take those hands underneath that right leg and press it straight out. Breathe. Okay, open it to the side. Nice, everybody. Breathe. And then let's do our tree. Above or below your knee. Open it up to the side. Get that back nice and flat if you can. At least your shoulder blades. Arms come up. Perfect tree. Bring those arms down if you want. And then nice, have us put that foot back down. All right, so we're almost done with our standing sequence. We're gonna take it down to the floor and sit. But before we do that, let's do like, I don't even know what you call it. I can't remember. But it's sort of like you're gonna sit on the wall. So find your wall, start to walk it down. Walk it down, take your feet out nice and wide. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You can put your hands on your knees if you want and have a seat. Breathe. Arms can be straight, or you could take those arms away if you want. Work on your core right here, everybody. These are abs happening right now. Nice. And then if you can, continue to slide it all the way down. There you go. Take those legs straight out in front. Nice. Now, I'm going to adjust the camera since now I'm going to be sitting. See if that's about right. That'll work. So now, even more so than standing, I find this to be harder. The pressing of your back against the wall to get it nice and flat. And notice, my toes are activated and pointing straight up. Plant those heels and make your feet as flat as your back, okay? So nice flat back, tailbone, mid-back, shoulder blades, arms can be down on the floor but close to the wall. So, we're going to stay here for a little while, just breathing. Nice big inhales. Nice deep exhales. Just like always. Because as you do it, you're going to kind of feel yourself slide off the wall a little bit. That's going to be like your back kind of like loosening, if you will, and making more space. So then you can kind of go back to it, sit up nice and tall and get flat and do it again. Because like I said before, we do not sit this way. You know, this is helping with posture, alignment. So just this one, really, it's work and you're going to feel it, but all you have to do is just breathe, okay? And like I know and you know that you pressed your back flat up against the wall that last time. There should be no space, but maybe there is. So then readjust, press yourself back again, and start it again. The little bit of space that's created shows you that you're doing something. Otherwise, you'd stay just flat. Bring that chin down to your chest if you want. Stretch out that back neck. Really press those blades into the wall. Feel your shoulders tighten. back up. Good. If you need to reset yourself and go back against the wall, do it. Bring those arms up nice and tall above your head. Nice big inhale. Exhale, fold. Oh, this is where you're gonna feel it. So scoot back against your wall. Use your wall as that tool to help get you down to your toes. If you can't get to your toes, it's no big deal. Go for your knees or go for your ankles, but don't force it. Breathe. Walk your hands up those legs. Always remember, you guys, I am no better than you. We're all in this together, okay? Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold. So I haven't told this story in a while, and if you're new, maybe you haven't heard it. Scoot yourself back up against the wall if you need to. When I first started taking yoga in Los Angeles, like 10 years ago or more at this point, I hated it. I hated it because I was absolutely the worst one in class in Los Angeles. And everybody was better than me. And, you know, no one ever said it was okay not to be good. You know, and I just thought I was terrible and I hated it and I didn't want to go back. Walk your hands up, get that back nice and flat. Inhale. And then exhale and fold. And I would leave that class vowing to not go back and extremely hostile in LA, which is not good. But little by little I got better. And I thought to myself, why don't instructors say you don't have to be good at this, just keep going? So that's what I always like to tell my classes. You don't have to be good at this, just keep going. If you keep doing it, you'll get better at it all on your own. So just believe that. I'm living proof. Walk your hands up your legs one more time. Get that back nice and flat. Breathe. Are we feeling this? I'm thinking yes. Okay. Just like we did when we were standing. Pull that foot nice and flat and pull that knee into your chest, okay? Fingers wrap around that knee. Get those shoulders back. Find the adjustment that works for you. Like move around, okay? Make it work for you always. Pain is bad. If something doesn't feel good, don't do it. Nice. Good. And now stay right there where you are. Just open that foot off to the side. So that foot just is on your inner thigh area right now, okay? It's not on top. That's coming next. So move around again if needed. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold. With every exhale, you want to try to fold a little deeper. In my real simplistic way of explaining yoga, your inhale is always the I'm about to do something. Your exhale is the I'm doing it. So I used to think like yoga was just about getting into the pose that the instructor was saying. Just get in that and then you did it. It is, but it also is about getting into that pose and then holding it while you breathe. So that can do the work for you. Because the goal is with yoga to make yourself lighter, both like mentally, spiritually, physically. You want to be less tight. You want to be able to be more fluid. So your poses that you get into is where that happens. And that happens when you exhale. Walk your hands up that leg. Get that back nice and flat. Reset. All right. Bring that foot and stack it on top of that right leg. So if your knee is up here in the sky, it's okay. We're going to do some hip openers to work on that as well. The goal is to slowly release that hip right there so this can come down and be parallel with your mat. I have about a fifth width distance between my knee and my mat. Just let your knee be out there in space, okay? Get nice and flat again. Move back against your wall if you need to. Inhale, this is going to be intense. I'll let you know that right now. Exhale, fold. You're going to feel that in your hamstrings. And in your calves. Maybe even in your back with all the folding. There's a difference also between like feeling some sort of sensation or even a little discomfort, but not pain, okay? So work in that sensation or discomfort zone all you want, but the minute you feel pain, stop. That's enough of that one. Come back up. Take that left leg out. Nice work, everyone. Reset. Bring that right knee in. Same thing on the other side. Toes are active on the left. Fingers wrap around that right knee. Get that back nice and flat. Breathe. And then just open that leg. Excuse me. I guess I'm a little relaxed. Over to the right. One side of the human body is always stronger and more flexible than the other. So if you do stuff like this and you find one side doesn't quite match up or one side is much easier to do, it's normal. It's good. Resituate yourself. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe, inhale, exhale, fold. Walk your hands up that leg. Nice flat back. Bring that foot, stack it on top, shift around as needed. Have that knee dangle in space again. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. Oh, man. I don't know if I can get to it. You know, and that's just a good life lesson, you know. Sometimes we are super fit. Sometimes we are super unhealthy. Sometimes we're in between. Sometimes we're going from being unhealthy to being more fit. Sometimes you've been fit for a long time and you let it slide, you back off from it a little bit and you're not as fit as you used to be and you have to work on getting back there. Sometimes you give it all up. Let me tell you, if you give it all up, it is way harder as you get older to fight your way back to fitness. So whatever level you're at, I can't encourage you enough to kind of just hover around that area as much as you can. Because if you lose it, man, it's harder to get it back, right, Iz? So just hold on to it. You're doing better than you know. Walk your hands up that leg. Whew. Take that leg straight out in front. Oh, nice. Get your back nice and flat. Do a little reset right there. Let's do our hip opener that I talked about. Soles of the feet are going to pull in and touch, okay? So heels closer toward you will be more intense. Heels further away will be less intense. Get your back as flat as you can against this wall right now. Let your knees open to the side. If your knees are up here, it's okay. Inhale, exhale. Maybe. The exhale is where tightness will loosen. Inhale, exhale. Keep doing that. Little by little, you'll get them down like this. I don't even know, honestly, how I've been gifted with this ability. Um, I'm just easy, I guess. Uh, but I don't have tight hips. I never have. So for me, this is easy. I know it's not easy for a lot of people. It's okay, especially men. Especially men. This is where you can use your wall, though, to your advantage. Plant those elbows and then press. Use some gravity and counter tension to open them up a little more. So if that's where you want to be, you can bring those hands down, wrap those fingers around your toes, and then take a nice inhale and fold. You might peel off the wall a little bit. If you do, that's fine. Or you could just do that and kind of scoot back a little. Inhale, exhale. Elbows can go on the outside of your shins. Use them as kind of, again, counter tension to help bring you down to your mat. When you're ready, come back up again. Oh, nice. Take that right leg out. Toes are activated, pointing straight up to your ceiling. And now grab that right foot and step it across. Fingers wrap around that right knee. So, left knee, left elbow can hug around it like that, or you can press away, but you're just going to gently twist and look over to the right. And then keep that knee right where it is. Right elbow will grab it, and now twist over to the left. Your back is going to peel off the wall a little bit when you do your twisting stuff. It's fine, don't worry about it. Don't try to keep your back that way. I don't think that would feel very good. Let that go, switch it out. So right foot steps over the left. Hug it in with that right arm or press it away. We're twisting over to the left again, everybody. Keep that knee right where it is. Left elbow, hug around it. Twist over to the right. Do you see how her little paw, well, her big, long Great Dane leg and then paw is on the yoga mat? So cute. So cute. And then let that go. Come back around to the front, uncross. If you want to do a nice little cross at the ankles, you can do that. Then get up against that wall again. We're just going to do a little bending right and left, and then we're going to come to all fours, do a little bit of stuff there, and then we're going to end with some of the ultimate restorative yoga stuff, okay? So right hand can come down to your floor, or that full right forearm up and over with the left. Reach over as much as you want. If the forearm's not going to happen, just do that. And then you can also maybe even bend in between. It doesn't have to always be all or nothing. Get your arm nice and flat against the wall and then reach up just straight in front of you, straight ahead of you. Look up at your hand. Bring that left hand down. Full forearm or just your hand, right arm up and over, curve it out first. And take that right arm straight up overhead, look up at your hand in the sky. nice and tall with both arms. Nice big inhale. Exhale, fold. Drop your head. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little knee stuff, but I was feeling that before I even started this, so I might not be folding as much as I normally do. Your arms can stay straight, or you can bring those elbows down if it feels okay. Walk your hands over to the right. Up nice and tall, over to the left. Nice. Up nice and tall one more time. Now you're just going to flip around and come onto all fours. So take your feet nice and flat up against your wall. Plant those toes. So we're going to do tabletop, which is this right here, which is shoulders over elbows, over wrists. Two nice straight table legs right in front. Put your feet nice and flat on the wall. Stand against it. And now let's do our cat and cow. Inhale, look up for your cat. Exhale, curve your back out, drop your head. Did I say cow? So it's inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Did I say that? That's what I meant. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. So keep doing these on your own a few more rounds. If something feels better than the other and you want to hold it, definitely feel free to, no problem. A few more rounds of cat and cow. When you're ready, meet in your nice flat neutral spine, and then walk your hands back. Keep that right foot nice and flat against your wall. Bring that left foot up and plant that left foot right on your floor. And now just lean into that front left knee. Press your foot off that back wall. Use it as like a springboard. And then step that left foot back, flat against the wall. Right foot will step forward. Yep. Lean into that front right knee. High. Then step that right foot back again. You're going to plant your heels against the wall, so your feet are going to go nice and flat to the best of your ability, and you're going to lift up, and you're going to give me a down dog, which if you don't know is just an upside down letter V, like the word victory. The goal is to get those feet nice and flat, heels pressing against the wall. If that doesn't happen for you today, it's okay. And you can walk your legs out by bending one knee and then the other, lifting up onto one heel and then the other. You can do both. And then come back down to your knees. Take that left arm out to your side. Get your feet nice and flat against the wall again. Nice big inhale, exhale. Take that left arm down and through so you can come on down and twist. Maybe I'll move my artwork off to the side for a little bit more light to come in. Right, Liz? There. There we go. Where were we? Twisting. Head, shoulder, ear down to your mat. And you can bring that right arm up into the sky, or it can fold behind your back, or it can stay right where it is. And that's all up to you. Breathe. And then come back up to your nice flat tabletop. Right arm goes out to your side. Lift it up, down and through to the left. Come on down and twist with that head, shoulder, ear. Try to get that down to your mat. It's better than trying to keep it up in the sky. And then that left arm can go wherever you want it to go. And then bring that hand down to your mat. Come back up to your tabletop. You're just going to swing back around and have a seat. Because now we're going to take it to that ultimate pose I was talking about. So you're going to get your butt as flat up against this wall as you can so your legs can go straight up it, okay? There's no real glamorous way to do it, and you might look a little ridiculous, but you know, life is nothing if not looking ridiculous pretty much all the time. So let's do it together. Get yourself up against that wall, and then take those legs up right there, and then get your butt against the wall too. There you go. So, get that back nice and flat. Legs are up in the sky. And now, just like we did before, when we were standing against the wall and sitting, your legs are going to drop because your butt is going to drop. It's going to keep coming back, and you're going to work on getting your back nice and flat. So, just let that space happen. So this is probably the ultimate restorative pose. So it really is nice. You can feel the blood draining down from your legs, going in a different direction, which is always really nice. Just like an inversion would be in your down dog. So arms can be out to the side. You can do your cactus arms. You can take them straight up. They can rest right there on your stomach. So stay in this as long as you want. The longer you do it, the more benefits there are to it. So, I mean, stay here for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You'll probably yawn. And that's okay. So once you are at the place where you're like, okay, that's good, then we're going to build off of this. Keep that right leg there. That's the right leg. Bring that left foot down and just step against that wall. You can pull that knee into your chest if you want. Scoot up against the wall again if you need to, because you're creating space. And then you can open that left leg over to the left. Cradle that knee in your hand, or you can even open it up to the side if you want to do like a clock, the arms of a clock. You can do that. You can get that leg all the way down to the ground if you want, with this one in the sky. If that's like 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, you can do 10, 11, 12. And bring that up nice and tall again. Let's do that other side with the clock. So bring that right leg down to the side to your 3 o'clock. And then bring that knee and pull it into your chest. Off to the side first, sorry. Still nice big inhales and exhales, everybody. Breathe. And then directly in front of you, fingers wrap around that knee and press that knee into your chest.
Take that right leg straight back up into the sky. And now soles of the feet touch. Knees open to either side like a book for your hip opener. This one, feel free to just let those heels drop down as far as you want and as comfortable for you. This is a great way to do your hip opener if when you do it seated it doesn't quite feel right. This might feel a little bit better. Inhale. Exhale. And then press those feet flat against the wall. Walk your feet up. This one is just for fun. Your back should be warmed up. Everything should feel kind of malleable. If you're tight, don't do this one yet. Maybe scoot away from the wall a little bit. And you're just going to raise yourself up right there as much as you want. Arms can go behind you and support your back with your hands. You can come onto your toes. One foot can come up if you want. You can do the other. You can play around too. I mean, you got a wall right there. You're not going to fall over that way at least. But just play. You know, it feels really nice to plant your feet on the wall and press away. It feels really nice on your back. And when you roll down one vertebrae at a time, it's amazing. So roll down. One vertebrae at a time, melt back onto the floor. You might even feel your back crack a little bit. It feels good. Let's do that again. Press it up. Take it to the level that you want. And then come down. Exhale. Do that as many times as you want as well, because that feels really good. Straighten those legs straight out again. Reach those arms up overhead. And then when you're ready, take your time, let those feet come down the wall. You're just going to shift to one side and come down. We're going to do one more thing on our stomach, just for our back, and then we're done. So come on down to your mat, get your feet nice and flat against the wall, and then just bring those hands and those elbows down, press your chest up for Sphinx pose. Nice work today, everybody. Some different stuff. You know, all stuff. Any stuff that gets you moving and active, I think is good stuff. Take those arms, slide them back underneath your shoulders, and then press up and curve your back out. Look up to the sky. Lower back down. And then press it back up to a nice seated position all the way against your back wall. Legs can be straight out in front. You can be on your knees if you want, because we're doing our final thing. Bring your hands to your heart in prayer, and let's do one final inhale and exhale together. Inhale. Exhale. I truly believe we only keep what we have by giving it away, and we all have so much. And by that, I mean a kind word, patience, a second chance. If you give any of that away, you will get it back, and you will get it back today. With that, I take my forehead and I bow it to my fingertips. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Namaste.
There you go. Some restorative wall yoga. I hope it helps. I hope you use it. Use it as much as you want. And this is the first time I think I've ever done a full practice with Isabel, so that alone was worth it. Right, Iz? Yeah, I think that's all we're getting out of her. All right, so thanks, you guys. All you have a great day, okay? Do it.